disappearing like Casper the Ghost. Yeah, I'm joking. But anyway, listen, hit that like button. First of all, hit that like button. Welcome. I know you want to see other pieces of content on this channel, but you have to bear with me. Let me just run through these. You know what I mean? I know what I said I was going to do, but the time in it, I'm trying to control the other channel as well. So it is what it is. But anyway, shout you out still. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to all you new returning subscribers. Shout out to the new subscribers. But yeah, man, let me know how your new year is going so far. And let me know, as far as this content is concerned, you see the title of it. You know what I mean? Let's continue. Let me know what you really are intrigued about in regards to these YouTube community guidelines. All right, so where we left off, by the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to actually check if this thing is actually working on my other device. You know what I mean? Because if there's any discrepancies, I can resolve that problem immediately. Give me a second. Give me like a second. In fact, before I even do that, let me show you where I left off. All right, so basically where I left off, we left off with harmful and dangerous content. I'm not sure we can say that online, but we're going to have to move with what it says there, yeah? In fact, oh my days, yes. I'm glad I waited this long, because on my other channel, make sure that you subscribe to the Real Versatile YouTube channel, because I will react to Remba's new video. Sade has finally given the go-ahead and say you can use the sample. So I'm looking forward to that, yeah? Is it a crime? But it's a crime if you go against the YouTube community guidelines, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that said, give me a second. With that said, let's just get straight into the first one so we can get on to reacting to Remba's new video. It's a great new year, isn't it? Anyway, so let's get straight into it. Okay, all right, so we're gonna need to turn on the speaker off for this one. All right, so this is where we left off. So harmful or dangerous content policy. What is it? And you know, let's go. We're gonna breeze through this. We're gonna go through all of this today. I know I said that last time, but I never had that much time in it. I'll be real with you, but like, you know what I mean? But now I know what the time is. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's go. I'm ready. You ready? Let's go.
True or false? Making a video where your friend appears to choke you and you challenge others to try it is okay as long as no one gets hurt in your video.
No.
The answer is false. Content that encourages illegal or dangerous activities is not allowed on YouTube. Neither is content that risks serious physical harm or death. A video that depicts illegal or dangerous acts may be allowed if the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic. And
okay, see, this is giving me like, because you know how I'm saying there's certain words I can't say. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, can I even say harmful or dangerous? You know what I mean? But because it is in the educational context, then YouTube gotta allow me still. But I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep it moving.
And it isn't gratuitously graphic. For example, a news piece on the dangers of choking games would be appropriate, but posting clips out of context with the intent to shock viewers might not be. Let's take a look at another example. A creator uploads a video about how to make a rocket using baking soda, vinegar, and an empty bottle. They encourage viewers to try the scientific experiment with adult supervision. In another video, a creator shows how to make Molotov cocktails and encourages people to use them for riots. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines? Yes, the second video violates the harmful dangerous policy. YouTube does not allow instructional bomb or explosive making when the main purpose of the produced item is to cause serious injury. But what about prank and challenge videos? When do those violate YouTube's community guidelines? To learn that and more about our policies around harmful or dangerous content, go to the YouTube Help Center article linked here, or use the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
That's interesting now. Because like, I would have thought both, but obviously they're only saying the other one. So that's I listen. If in doubt, no. If in doubt, no. All right, so let's continue to read on. YouTube does not allow content that encourages dangerous or illegal activities that risk serious physical harm or on the life. If you find content that violates this policy, report it. Skip to the specific section of this article. See, there's many different sections of this article. It is good, but also, yeah. Anyway, important. The policy applies to videos, video description, comments, live streams, and any other YouTube product or feature. See, this is what I'm trying to say. If you watch videos, if you're just watching videos and you're commenting this, that, and the third, this still applies to you. So continue to watch further and learn more. Because even me, I'm still learning in the process. For me personally, I'm learning the process. We're learning together. You get me? But if you know more, let me know let me and others know in the comment section below. But anyway, let's keep it moving. These policies apply to external links in your content. This can include clickable URLs, verbally directing you to other sites and videos as well as other forms. Harmful or dangerous content policy. What this policy means for you. Note, the list below isn't complete. They need to stop doing this. They need to stop doing this. If you think that your content might violate this policy, don't post it. But that's the whole point. Some people don't think it will violate the policy. Some people will have the feeling that, yeah, I will risk it. I will risk it for a chocolate biscuit. You know what I mean? But like that. But obviously, if you've never been through the phase of your channel being striked or having a warning, you're gonna risk certain things until you get to the point where you get a warning, you get a strike, and you're like, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like it makes you think, okay, I've got to do something different. You know what I mean? It's what it is. That's how it goes sometimes because we don't know these information from the get-go. Maybe some do, and that's the whole point of me doing this content. But anyway, because prevention is obviously better than cure. This content is allowed on YouTube. Oh, this content is not allowed on YouTube. Harmful or dangerous acts include challenges and pranks. Extremely dangerous challenges that pose imminent risk of physical injury, dangerous or threatening pranks that lead to victims fear imminent serious physical danger, or that create serious emotional distress in minors. Yeah, minors are a no-go area. Don't be doing that. You know what I mean? Don't be trying to prank minors. Like, why would you do that? That's first of all, that's mean. that's mean. Like it's different if I'm gonna say it's different if you've got a little sibling. You know what I mean? It's different, but that's in the private of your own home and other people not watching. It's different. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they may still be like, I'm telling mom. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? But I'm telling dad. You know what I mean? Like, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Mommy. Anyway, let's keep moving. Harmful or dangerous acts performed by adults that have risk or serious harm on their life. Minors participating in dangerous activities, content that endangers the emotional and physical well-being of minors. For more info, review our child safety policy, which we went over before. All right. So if you haven't caught that, that's on this channel. When you're ready to watch it, watch it. You know what I mean? Weapons content. I ain't even going further details. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep it moving. Because again, this is just a brief overview. We don't have to go read exactly everything. Get me? This isn't, BGF and one of them things there. You know what I'm like, Roald Dahl. My name ain't Roald Dahl out here. As you know, my name is Versatile, the Alkebulan Trust, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. But reading, it's not one of them, at least not yet. Allow me, man. Allow me. All right. So digital security content, such as hacking, instructional theft, bypassing payment for digital content for services, phishing, crypto phishing. All right. In case you were wondering what was phishing, it's content that tries to get or give instructions for how to get non-public personal identifying information from viewers by deceiving them. Crypto phishing is request for cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency related wallet details as part of a phishing scheme. All right. So next is illegal or regulated goods or services. As I'm telling you, I'm gonna breeze through this, and I'm gonna breeze through this. Yeah. So look, extremely dangerous challenges. We could read more if you want to. Dangerous or threatening pranks. We could read more if you want to. Harmful or dangerous acts. We could read through if you want to. Instructions to harm. We could read if we want more. To read, want to read more. That there's some things that are just self-explanatory. You either get it or you don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, age restricted content. Sometimes content doesn't violate a policy, but it may not be appropriate for viewers under 18. We may restrict up rather than remove if content showing a dangerous act meets one or more of the following. There is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic context, such as providing information about the risk of the act. For example, this could include context explaining the types of injuries that can happen as a result of doing a dangerous act, or describing your own experience being injured or result of a dangerous act. It could also include in context explaining the types of precautions or training required to do the act safely or prevent injury, saying don't try this at home. It's not sufficient context. So you know when you're watching one of them TV programs, because I remember watching some programs here as a child or when I was a teen or whatever, and they always say don't try this at home. You know what I mean? Like even like with wrestling, when it was WWF, it was like don't try this at home. What do you think we're doing? Like what do you think we're doing? We are trying this at home. But all joke, in all seriousness, this though, it doesn't really, like, I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, yo, when you think about it, what are the things that you have tried? Actually, let's not do that. Just because I tried wrestling at home here, doesn't mean you can, all right? This is back in the day, like way back in the day. And I wouldn't recommend it either. So that's not a point. Like, it's still not enough. It's not sufficient content. But anyway, give me a second. So yeah, like it's just not enough. It's just not enough. But yeah, the content does not promote the act of show promotion, includes any form of encouragement or praise or act for provide instruction and complete. Okay. I can give you an example. You don't have to read their example. One of the examples I can give is from what I've got on both channels. One of them, I can't remember exactly what on this channel. I can't remember specifically the situation, but I remember. In fact, I remember they put an age restriction on it because, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's because it was a dangerous act, but it was still, you know what I mean? Then there was another thing on the other channel, the Real Versatile channel, where we were discussing the situation with. I'm gonna be careful with the name I'm saying now because I'm hearing he's handing out like lawsuits, not lawsuits, but like he's going through YouTube's fine comb, and if the name is being mentioned, you know what I mean? That's it. You're getting fined. Your channel's getting warning. You're getting now play. No, but I've been seeing that all over. I even went onto Twitter earlier just to prepare for this as well. Yeah. In fact, no, not Twitter. I went onto YouTube to prepare for this earlier. Was it this? No, I was on Twitter earlier for something, and then the joke of the matter is this. Yeah, can you imagine? I'm still seeing content related to that, so I'm like, this is crazy work. But other than that, in regards to that particular person that I was talking about, the situation, the unfortunate situation, right? And I'm saying it's unfortunate because of the victim involved as well, especially, right? And then, so I was talking about it, and then YouTube just said, you know what? It's an age restricted thing. Basically, they just automatically age restricted it, and I'm fine by it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take it down. I ain't gonna do nothing. I just keep it up there. It's fine. If they told me to take it down, it'd be different. But anyway, educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic content. And that's pretty much it for this one. All right. So let's I keep on doing this. I don't know why I keep doing this. Give me a second. I don't know why I keep doing this. I've done this before. Like I've still got to get used to you know what it is? I still got to get used to the hold on. I still got to get used to this. This is why I comes to for example, when it comes to doing reaction videos, I'm used to that. You get it? But when it comes to things like this, I'm not used to it. I'm just not. I'm just not. All right. So now we're gonna get into hate speech. You know what I mean? And this is particularly interesting. I'm gonna be interested. This is gonna be interesting to watch and all that stuff there. So by the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust. The name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction, such as reacting to content like this, hate speech policy. Get me? YouTube community guidelines. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. But here we go. But my name ain't Fabrizio Remark. No. Get me? So there we land. Because I am a win. No, shout out to a winner, you know. See, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is why I need to have it on the other device because it's moving mad. What do you mean it's on the other side? And you see what I'm saying? How did I not notice that? Anyway, let's go.
True or false? If you make a video that compares people to animals or bugs because of their race or nationality, that could result in a strike on your channel. The answer is true. Hate speech is not allowed on YouTube. We remove content promoting violence or hatred against members.
Wait. I just see the news. I see Ronaldo scoring as per usual. I think that's 924 goals. But John Duran. Sorry, I just got a little house. Sorry. Let's rewind that. Sorry.
True or false? If you make a video that compares people to animals or bugs because of their race or nationality, that could result in a strike on your channel. The answer is true.
Okay.
Hate speech is not allowed on YouTube. We remove content promoting violence or hatred against members of protected groups, including but not limited to race, gender, sexual orientation, or religious affiliation. We may allow content that includes hate speech, like news coverage of world events, if the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic in nature. But this is not a free pass to promote hate speech, and it's important that the purpose of the video is not to directly encourage violence or promote hatred against individuals or groups. Let's take a look at a few examples.
Okay.
A creator uploads a video using slurs to describe members of a religious group and goes on to say the world would be better off without these people. In another video, a documentary features interviews with people from two different religious groups, during which the interviewees use derogatory words. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines?
Yes! Both of them!
Yes. The first video violates our hate content policy. YouTube does not allow use of slurs with the intent to attack, dehumanize, or degrade members of protected groups. But what about a documentary that shows people promoting hate speech? Would that be okay? To learn that and more about our policies around hate content, go to the YouTube Help Center article linked here, or use the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
They should tell us the answer, right? And I think what they should do to make this more interactive, yeah, so we can really learn and understand, yeah, is have like content, like, you know, like when you're doing like quizzes and stuff like that. Like for example, like I don't know what you call them, those type, like multiple choice type of questions. It will be easier to understand because then even if you get it wrong, they'll make you find. Because basically, where I work, basically. Whenever we do any, I say whenever, but it's when there is this particular like e-learning or whatever the case may be. And I want to be careful with how I'm talking about work as well, but you know, it's funny enough. But I'm not. So long as I'm not saying where I work and what I do, that's all that matters. All right. So basically, it's like men doing e-learning. It's like there is a case where they will give you, like, basically the aim of it is the score is 80% for you to pass, right? And yeah, you can try and, like, yeah, there's like multiple choice and stuff like that. But before the multiple choice, even if you get it wrong, like, let's say you get like 60 out of 100. Let's say you get 60 out of 100, 60%, right? So you didn't pass, you failed. Imagine now you do that. When you go back and you see the reasons why you failed. You see the answers to, you see the answer and what the correct answer is and why it's that, and then you will learn. And then because you want to pass it, you know what I mean. And I think in all fairness, yeah, this may sound very harsh, but I think for anyone to have a YouTube account, they should do this. Have a multiple choice question when it comes to all this YouTube community guidance. And I don't think it's just YouTube. Every social media platform should have this. That way, it's not unfair if your content gets pulled down or whatever the case may be. If you violate a community guidelines, you now know that, hang on, yes, I did. Instead of they're giving you, like, don't worry, I'm still in my feelings about it. You know what I mean? Being vague. Don't be vague. Anyway, hate speech is not allowed on YouTube. We do not allow content that promotes violence or hatred against individuals or groups based on any following attributes, which indicates protected group status under the YouTube policy. By the way, you see with my suggestion with the multiple choice thing here, leave your answer in the comment section below. Do you think that's a good idea? Let me know. And make sure you subscribe as well and share. Anyway, so age, caste, ethnicity, or race. I ain't seen that word in such a long time because caste is such an offensive word. But we move on. Disability, immigration status, nationality, religion, you get me, gender or orientation, veteran status, victims of a major violent event, and their kin. All right? If you find content, okay, we already know what to do. Okay, we already know what to do. What this policy means for you. If you're posting content, don't post the content on YouTube if the purpose of the content is to do one or more of the following. All right, encourage violence against individual groups based on protected group status. We don't allow threats on YouTube. We treat implied calls for violence as real threats. You can learn more about our policies on threats and harassment. All right, incite hatred. Don't incite hatred against individual or groups or based on protected group of status. All right, that's why I say I don't hate this particular person. You know what I mean? It's just that then I'll go into detail why. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it in this particular episode. But anyway, other types of content that violate policy. Let's see what that says. I'm not going to. Hold on, didn't click that. So look at all of that: dehumanization, glorification of violence, use of racial or religious slurs, and all that stuff there, or stereotypes. Claims that these individual groups are physically or mentally inferior or deficient. Promotion of hateful supremacism. Never heard of the word. Oh, they're talking about supremacy. Conspiratorial claims that individuals or groups are evil, corrupt, or malicious based on the protected group status. Denial or minimization of well-documented major violent event. Educational, documentary, scientific, and content. We may allow content that includes hate speech. And we basically saw that video there, so we know what it is. At first, I'm thinking, nah. Do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, that's got to be a no. Like, no. But, we move. If that's how they want to say it, then, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that's more or less it, really, on that particular part. All right? All right, let's make sure I get this right. So I click on here. Then I click on here. And then we got it. You hear me? Anyway, like, follow, share, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on that particular segment there. I'm intrigued to know what your thoughts are, especially in regards to the multiple choice thing, because this is making me think it's better to learn that way, isn't it? Well, I say better, but anyway. So regulated goods now. Let's go on to wait, hang on. Not there yet. All right, so violent and criminal organization. This is probably going to be a very short one as well, I can tell. Or so should we just watch the video instead, and then just base things on there? Because I'll be real with you, reading the other stuff, it doesn't. It's like I'm pretty sure we can understand it. You know what I mean? We don't have to read the whole thing. So let's just go through the videos. If the videos played, then we just keep it moving.
True or false? Posting a video that depicts the insignia, logos, or symbols of violent criminal or terrorist organizations in order to encourage others to join the group could result in your channel receiving a strike or being terminated. The answer is true. Content intended to praise, promote, or aid violent criminal or terrorist organizations is not allowed on YouTube. These organizations are not allowed to use YouTube for any purpose, including recruitment. If posting content on these topics for educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic purpose, be sure to provide enough information in the video itself so viewers understand the context. Graphic or controversial footage, even with sufficient context, may be subject to age restrictions or a warning screen. Let's take a look at a couple examples. A creator uploads a video showing graphically violent acts committed by a terrorist organization with no context. In another video, a news segment includes discussions of terrorism, but the video doesn't contain gory imagery. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines?
This one here.
Yes, the first video violates our violent criminal organizations policy. Remember to give your audience as much context as possible in the video or content itself when you're documenting violent criminal organizations, and avoid extremely gory or violent imagery. But what about uploading a song celebrating one of these organizations? Is that a violation too? To learn more, go to the YouTube Help Center article on violent criminal organizations. Click here or the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
So that's interesting because, anyway, we're gonna just see a little bit more, just a very. Okay, so if you're posting content, like I said, I guess we pretty much, yeah. See, I'm trying. I thought let me focus on just seeing. The very least is seeing exactly what they put as well. Because for me, what it's showing is give me a second. Like what it's showing is, so I'm trying to what it's showing. Hold on. Yeah, what it's showing is, to me, they're just regurgitating the same information, basically, just but in greater detail. But the issue is, no matter what, it's always going to be, this is not the complete list. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, this is not the complete list. Like Brad, why is it not the complete list? Get me? Why is it not a complete list? I know I'm trying to multitask here as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But allow me, man. Allow me. I'm trying to multitask. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying you also make sure you're subscribed to the Real Versatile channel, because, yeah, the reactions that I'm doing there, you know what I mean? I'm doing reactions there as well. You know what I'm saying? But man's being careful, bruv. You know what I'm saying? What was I gonna do? Okay. Let's think. So we've done the violent criminal organization. So now violent and graphic content. Let's see what they're saying with this one. I believe there's gonna be a video as well. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Let's see what they're saying here. By the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't know if you just joined or not, so that's why. If you just joined, or in fact, if you haven't just joined and you see myself repeating myself, my name and that, please allow me, because there's some people that just join. You know what I mean? And you just never know, innit? So I gotta allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction. That ain't even rhyme. But let's get back to action. So hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's go. No, makes sense. Before they say anything, I think this one, it should be this one as well, but I've seen a lot. This was strange because you can sometimes see both content, and it's like, why are both stood up then? If you know what I mean? But yeah, clearly. Nope. All right, that's interesting. Bear with me as well. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just pretty much basic. We don't necessarily see. Maybe I've got an idea. I've got an idea. But anyway, is it okay? You know what? I haven't even listened to the tune fully, and that tune is in my head already, bruv. Like Rema, like Rema, bruv. Like anyway, um, hold on. Let me just bear with me for a second, though, because you know what? Like I said, I'm trying to prepare for, and this is what I need to learn to do. I need to learn how to prepare in the morning before you know what I'm saying? That's what I need to do. Anyway, so it's a learning process for me because obviously, you know what I mean. Ben, let's get into the next content, which is going to be about. Can I even say this? Arms house. That's how I'm gonna put it. Arms house. You don't want to bring arms house. I bring arms house to you. You don't want to bring no beef. Bring some beef, fam. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? The way I can edit myself from saying certain words because of the context of the tune, of the lyrics. You know what I mean? Because I know YouTube is listening. Like, you know what I'm saying? YouTube is listening, and I'm not trying to encourage or incite. It's just that I was trying to think of what word can I use. You know what I mean? But anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Get me? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to this particular content, this information, everybody needs to know this. Whether you create content or not, everybody needs to know this, especially Arms House, because if you're American, you need to know this. No, but no, you know what I mean? Any information. Because you never know how useful it could become in the near future. It looks like we have to read. I'm just trying to think as well. All right, give me a second. All right, yeah, let's go. By the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction. All right, so by all means, what I need you to do is hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, so you're notified of when I upload new content. All right, I may not go live every day, but I will post content every day. You know what I mean? So long as YouTube will allow me to. You know what I mean? Whether it's in a community tab, I'll post, which I haven't posted in the community tab for like more than 3 or 4 days. But don't worry, I will post again tonight. Or let's be honest. Let me. I was going to tonight, but I thought, you know what? Let me just focus because I've got other content to react to. It's going to have to be tomorrow morning. I want to plan out everything tomorrow properly, and then if I don't post on the community tab, I'm going to post an actual video. If I don't post a video, I'll post a reel. You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. That's why you got to stay notified. And anything you want me to do, I could react to, but we have to be careful what I react to these days. But anyway, content in so arms sales policies. Content intends to sell arms sales, instruct viewers on how to make arms sales, adapting and certain accessories, or instruct viewers on how to install those accessories is not allowed on YouTube. YouTube shouldn't be used as a platform to sell arms house or accessories noted below. YouTube also doesn't allow live streams that show someone handling or transporting a arms house. It's interesting because I have seen someone actually handling arms house on YouTube before as a YouTube show. I promise you I have. I promise you I have. Did I report it? No. Because at the time, did I think it goes against policy? No. You know what I mean? Would I report it? No. Man, it's snitch out here, bruv. No, okay, listen. All right, look. The way they were handling the arms house, it wasn't necessarily in a negative way. And also, when I think about it, I have seen it in different contexts, like a video format as well. Like, pretty sure I have. Have you? Leave your answer in the comments below. Because there's some content I'm thinking they're saying it's not allowed. Yeah, it's actually been seen. So have they updated their policy and I don't know, because obviously I don't know. Let me see something as well. I just want to make sure. You know what? Because I want to react to something as well. I want to give me a second. So yeah, basically, this is why I need to learn how to multitask properly. Sometimes content doesn't violate a policy, but it may not be appropriate for viewers under 18. See, that's probably why I was able to see it, because I'm over 18. You know what I mean? Anyway, YouTube age restricts content showing the use of certain arms house and accessories, also noted below. Note this restriction applies to real use of arms house. Only details are below. All right. What this means for you. All right, give me a second. Get me. Is this a crime? You know, let me see something real quick. So yeah, sorry. Fantastic. Look at me. What this means for you. Don't post content on YouTube if the purpose is to do one more of the following. And we've more or less gone through exactly all of that at the top. We've more or less. Okay, age restricted content showing use of homemade, 3D printed, arm styles, accessories that enable firearm arm styles to stimulate automatic situations, accessories to convert firearm, arms house. Yeah, like I'm looking at this, yeah, and I'm like, most of this is just basic common sense when you think about it. You know what I mean? It's generally basic common sense. If you don't understand, you understand it, but I don't think necessarily like it would apply to you. You know what I mean? Because I don't think you will be posting that type of content. Yeah, you get it. Like if you're not going to be posting that type of content, then you know what I mean. It's like, is it really for you? But at the same time, like I said, when it's all said and done, all information is good information. Do you understand that? All information is good information. All right. So basically, I was trying to do something. I was trying to I want to see if I can. Okay, might be too late for this one. All right, cool. All right, so let's see what else is next. Not do that. I nearly did the wrong thing just now. Um, see, the thing I didn't want to do, I ended up doing in the first place. Craziness. All right, sale of illegal or regulated goods or services. All right, by the way, like I said, my name is First Star, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's now get into illegal or regulated goods or services policies. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Oh, the fact, listen, I'll be real with you, yeah. The moment they said counterfeit, the moment they said counterfeit, hey yo, I already know that's a no. I know that's a no. I know that's a no. I would have been very surprised if they said if it was something else. Both of them did. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. No, nah. They can't do that. Wait a minute. They can't do that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Well, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I'm just like, this is very intriguing. Like, wow, it just got me thinking. Yo, you know when you just. Well, in fact, yeah. What are your thoughts? Leave your answer in the comment section below. When it comes to what they mentioned in the last part, yeah, is it true or false? Shouldn't it not be false? We might have to hold on. This All right, look, if you're posting content, see, like it's alcohol, bank account passwords, stolen credit cards, or other financial information, counterfeit. We went through that. Controlled narcotics and other. See, so obviously it's a no. Obviously, right? Because it's still technically controlled because it's pharmaceutical, right? It's controlled. So yeah, okay, yeah. Like I thought so. I knew. Oh my gosh! Listen. We're gonna have to go through that again. Listen. Listen, I apologize. I'm gonna do you know what we're gonna do? Here's what we're gonna do. My name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions, including things like illegal or regulated goods or services policies, YouTube community guidelines, like they got a whole list of them. So we're running through them. You wanna learn more? Get me. So let's just learn about this. Let's go.
True or false? It's okay to post a video on YouTube that shows how to make or sell counterfeit currency.
Definitely no.
The answer is false.
Because it's counterfeit money and it's counterfeit money. You know what I'm saying? It's counterfeit money.
Content meant to sell illegal or certain regulated goods and services, such as currency, drugs, and more, is not allowed on YouTube. Let's take a look at a few examples. In one video, a creator uploads a comedy sketch in which characters act out making fake IDs to get into an exclusive club. In another video, a creator links to a site that sells fake passports. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines? Yes. The second video violates our sale of illegal goods or services policy. We restrict content that intends to sell certain regulated or illegal goods and services through direct sales or links to sites that sell these items. But what about a video that links to a site that sells pharmaceuticals without a prescription? Is that allowed? To learn more, go to the YouTube Help Center article on the sale of illegal goods or services. Click here or the link in the description. Thanks for watching. But what about a video that links to a site that sells pharmaceuticals without a prescription? Is that allowed? To learn more, go to the YouTube Help Center article on the sale of illegal goods or services. Click here or the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
Like the reason why you gotta understand about I forgot what it's called. You gotta understand about the optics of it. Like as much as it's funny, yeah, because I was gonna say, oh, this is common sense, yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna say, but it's not. And here's why. The reason why it's not common sense, yeah, is every time you look at, for example, give me a second, I just want to see something. Oh, do you know what? Anyway, like every time I look at it from the angle of, it's basic, it's common sense. It's not, because then I'm like, hang on, they allow some things that may appear to be illegal or whatever the case may be, but there's a bit of leniency when it comes to certain things. It's like, obviously, look, with this, it's basic, yeah. Like I said, look, we're reading about counterfeit, alcohol, all that stuff there, controlled narcotics and other drugs. You see what I'm trying to say? Because of that, it's like it seems like it's common sense, but then there's also something else. Where is it? I'm assuming it should be here. See, look, keep in mind it's in a complete list. Again, this is another reason why I don't feel it's necessary to go through this full thing like this, because to me, if we're watching that video, you should get a gist and understand what's allowed and what's not allowed. You understand? That's how I'm looking at it. Like, do you know what I mean? But I ain't selling anything online. I'm just telling my personality, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. Hey, yo, you know what? Let me just do something real quick because there's too many tabs open, bruv. You ever been on, like, how many tabs, leave your answer in the comment section below. How many tabs do you have open right now on your laptop or your phone or whatever device? Leave your answer in the comment section below because I cannot be the only one that has plenty of tabs open. Like, even on my phone, you know what I mean? I've got plenty tabs open. It is not necessary to have that many tabs open. It really isn't. It really isn't. But anyway, all right. So we've gone through all of that. So we've gone through. Obviously, this is in the past. Yeah, it's all uploaded on this channel. We've gone through spam and deceptive practices. We've gone through sensitive content. So all the individual pieces of it has been segmented. So if you wanted to watch the individual ones, you can go watch that and relearn all that stuff there. So that's available. Get me? So we've gone through violent and dangerous content. That was today. Most of it was, in fact, all of it was today. Well, minus the harassment and cyberbullying. And then obviously we're going through regulated good. Now we're going to go through misinformation. Then after that, educational, documentary, and scientific and artistic. Yeah. All right. So let's just get straight into this. No delay, bruv. No delay. Yeah. No delay. No delay. Late. You know what I'm saying? Not on a lay. You know them words there. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, enter quantification. Let's go, let's go, let's go. My name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction. So let's get straight into it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, all right? Hit the bell notification and make sure you share. All right, misinformation policies. Certain types of misleading or deceptive content with serious risk of egregious harm are not allowed on YouTube. This includes certain types of misinformation that can cause real-world harm, certain types of technically manipulated content, or content interfering with the democratic process. Excuse me. All right, so I don't know if you understand that, but from what I understand of it is basically don't be posting, like if you're creating content, don't be posting content that is very manipulative in terms of, especially when it comes to politics. You know what I mean? Like, especially when it comes to politics. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. Because that is causing harm in the real world. But I feel like with them type of things, you gotta have discernment. Even if you're seeing those type of content, you still gotta have discernment. You still gotta be like, just always ask questions. Put it this way: if you always ask questions, you'll be alright. You know what I mean? Just ask questions. That's like, why did they say that? Say this. Why did they say that? Okay, who said that? Is there facts? What are the real facts behind this? What did they really say? You know what I mean? You got to ask. Sometimes you have to ask the question of what did they really say, and then you can. You know what I mean? Get me? I don't know if you can hear that screaming outside, but hey, it's what it is, man. Um. So yeah. So here's the thing as well, yeah. And here's another thing: misattributed content that may pose a serious risk of egregious harm by falsely claiming that the old footage from a past event is from a current event. Do you understand? Now, here's the thing: it's so interesting seeing that because it just reminds me of The Simpsons. It's in the past, but then it's in the future. Yeah, like, do you get what I'm say? It's in the past, but it's in the future. Well, anyway, but it's not distribute anyway. I won't get into details, but they're a TV show in it, so I guess they can get away with things like that. Manipulated content that may be technically manipulated or adopted in a way that misleads users, usually beyond clips taken out of context and may post. Yeah, there's a lot of that goes around. If I'm going to be honest with you, that's why you have to be careful what you watch and what you listen to, and even if you're posting yourself, you've got to be very careful. You understand? That's why. Again, it's a tricky situation with these type of things. But I guess you more or less understand these type of things. But it says we may allow content that violates misinformation policies. Again, if it's to do with educational, but if it's to do with educational, documentary, or scientific or artistic content, what that means is you have to 100% make sure it is really in alignment with educational, documentary, or scientific or artistic content. You can't just post it and be like, this is for artistic reasons. You can't just do that. You have to really show it. And it has to really genuinely be it. Because they will find out. You know what I mean? Otherwise, just don't do it. I would say just don't do it, if you ask me. But that's pretty much that on that one. All right. Election misinformation. Again, it goes back to the other one. You know what I mean? It goes back with the other one. So we're going to play the video anyway, but it goes back with the other one. Let's go with it. By the way, my name is First Star, aka the Alkebulan Trust, a name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions, all right? Sorry, I was just seeing something really... Anyway, it's not good having a news on when reacting. I'll be real with you because I start to see things. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, a name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, that's true. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. Yeah, yeah, first one. Uh-huh. Okay. So it's pretty basic when you think about it. And like you said, context. What I've learned in so far, in fact, throughout this whole series of the YouTube community guidelines situation, yeah, what one of the main things that I have learned is that it's all about context. Context when it comes to the thumbnail, context when it comes to the title of the video, context when it comes to the description, context when it comes to what's actually within the video. All of that matters, and it has to align with the YouTube community guidelines. Simple as that. You understand? Simple as that. But also the other thing that I'm gonna say add to that it needs to make sure, like, we need to make sure that whenever, even like, for example, if you're posting a comment, for example, even that has to adhere to YouTube community guidelines. So you got to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. I wasn't even sharing this tab. Oh my days, are we serious right now? Oh man, oh man, we're going to go through it again. Do you know what I mean? We're just going to go through that again, all right? So bear with me. My name is Verstar, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. Get me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like, for example, things we're reacting to is the YouTube community guidelines when it comes to election misinformation policies. All right, so we're just going to run through this. It's like technically 3 minutes. Actually, that's misinformation. It's 2 minutes and 53 seconds. So let's go.
True or false? Telling your viewers you can vote in a presidential election online in countries or regions where that's not allowed can result in your channel receiving a strike or being terminated. The answer is true. Certain types of misinformation that can cause real-world harm go against our community guidelines and are not allowed on YouTube. For example, uploading misleading or deceptive content that interferes with democratic processes can result in a community guideline strike or other consequences for your channel. Let's walk through some of the elections-related content that we don't allow on YouTube.
I apologize if I'm
First,
speeding
content
it
that
up.
promotes voter suppression.
The reason why is because I've got the other one to react to. I think there's one more after this, and then after I react to this, I've got to go with my other channel and do reaction to other stuff. Then I also got to react to Krepta and Kono's new album. Do you know what I mean? Young Kings 2. So allow me in it. You know what I mean? Allow me. I said, let me make sure there's content on this channel. You know what I mean? For at least the next week ahead. You know what I mean? So let's keep moving. Let's go.
This includes content that aims to mislead voters about the time, place, means, or eligibility requirements for voting. It also includes content that promotes false claims that strongly discourage voting. Next, content that promotes false claims about candidate eligibility. We don't allow content that advances false claims related to the
good thing is there's subtitles there as well. So if you're not understanding, the subtitles are there. You know what I mean? Like, I can listen to audio at a speed because I grew up in the grime era. Me growing up in the grime era has allowed me to learn how to listen to words, to people that speak fast. And plus, there's something else that that when I think about it, I should not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
To the technical eligibility requirements to serve in office. This includes both current political candidates and sitting elected government officials. The eligibility requirements that are considered are based on applicable national law and include age, citizenship, and vital status. And we don't allow content that encourages viewers to interfere with democratic processes. This includes obstructing or interrupting voting procedures. As with all of our community guidelines, context is very important. If you want to post content on these topics for educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic purposes, sometimes referred to as EDSA, be sure to provide enough information so viewers understand the context. Now that you know some of the elections-related content we don't allow, let's take a look at an example. In one video, a creator uploads a video telling viewers an incorrect voting date. In another video, a news segment covers a story about a group that called voters to say the election was canceled. The news video includes lots of context explaining how the election was actually not canceled. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines? Yes. The first video violates our elections misinformation policy. We don't allow content that promotes voter suppression. The news segment, on the other hand, gives the audience context and was uploaded for educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic purposes. The safety of our creators, viewers, and partners is our highest priority. We look to each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. So it's important you understand our community guidelines and the role they play in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube safe. To learn more about our elections misinformation policy, go to the YouTube Help Center article linked in the description. Thanks for watching.
All right. So, like I was saying, I genuinely feel like from the basis of everything I'm learning when it comes to YouTube community guidelines, which you can leave your answer in the comment section below, what you've been learning or what you've learned, even if it's something new or even if it's something new, like, especially in this live stream or whatever, it's like, I want to know, what have you learned? You know what I mean? 'Cause for me, what I've learned is context is absolutely key. And you need, basically, it's making sure you have enough vital information that if you're posting content, for example, there's enough vital information in the title, in the description box. Again, enough vital information, like, all has to fit within YouTube community guidelines. Same thing with the YouTube thumbnail, with the thumbnail for the video. And then also, on top of that, you still got to find ways to make sure that the video itself provides enough context that adhere to the YouTube community guidelines. It sounds like a lot, yeah, but when I think about it, it kind of makes sense. And it goes back to what I said before, where if you're gonna, even if you're about to post, even if you're new to YouTube or you're not new to YouTube, whatever. In fact, what they should do is basically have these assessment tests where making sure that you make sure that regardless, you adhere to YouTube community guidelines. That it will make life a lot more easier. But again, I'm in my feelings again. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my feelings again. Because it's like, yo, it's like, get me. You, I don't want to say what I want to say because it kind of violates YouTube community guidelines if I say what I want to say. But what I am going to say is, it's better to actually know beforehand. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna? You know what I mean? But then again, it is an educational point of view. So it's like basically, if you're playing with fire, for example, if you're playing with fire, you know you're gonna get burnt. You know what I mean? But if you're playing with fire and you didn't know you're gonna get burnt, and I'm just talking from a purely ignorant standpoint, yeah, you get me? And so it's like if you didn't know you're gonna get burnt and you're playing with fire, but at the same time, it's a case of your parents or whoever, your legal guardian or whatever, they will tell you, do not go near there, do not play with fire. You understand? And I get it. Sometimes, you hear me? If you want to be mischievous, you end up there going against what they say and then get me and be like, okay, cool. But you can't say they never warned you or told you. You know what I mean? You can't say that. That's how it should be. You get the lesson, but if you don't like you get the lesson, but then at the same time, if you do not understand the lesson, or not even understand it, you ignore that lesson you're being taught, irrespective of your age. And I'm using the fire example, but like it's the same thing. You were warned, you got burnt because you're playing with fire. You were warned before. You was warned before. I'm not gonna say serve you right, but at the same time, you got what you was asking for. You should know better now because I told you better. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Get me? Let's keep it moving. All right, now I can share this tab and then. All right, medical misinformation. Okay, so there's two more things. I thought there was one more thing. I ain't gonna forget to share this tab. All right. All right. So medical misinformation policy. Anyway. So yeah, YouTube reviews all community guidelines, normal course of business. We announced in several COVID-19 policies, and we have now retired the remaining standalone COVID-19 policies, given a reduced burden of data of disease. Our broader medical and misinformation framework continue to apply content related to infectious disease, including influenza and rape, measles. By the way, I forgot to mention, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust. The name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions, including when it comes to things like medical misinformation policy, YouTube community guidelines. So make sure you hit the like button, share, comment, all that. Yeah. So basically, YouTube does not allow content that poses serious risk or dangerous harms by spreading medical misinformation that contradicts local health authority guidelines about specific health conditions and substances. This policy includes the following categories: prevention misinformation, treatment misinformation. The issue with this problem here, and I'm just going to say it from just a pure standpoint of, when you got home remedies, but then you also got remedies where obviously it's the doctors and they whatever. So it's kind of like I mean, in fact, I even saw an advert earlier today, yeah, and it was on the news. There was an advert on the news channel, right? And then he was saying it's amazing how his grandma had everything at home, like I think he said something about healing or medical, whatever. I forgot what the words he used, and I just found it very interesting because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like it's interesting, yeah, that's interesting. That so if he was to share that information on YouTube, is that going to be, medical misinformation? Do you see what I'm going to say? Is that, leave your answer comment section below. Would that be known as medical misinformation? Would it? I don't know, because it doesn't make sense. But okay, if we're going via your local health policies or association, whatever the case is, or authority, the reality is, if this is what they believe in and whatever the case is, then cool, whatever. I guess it's a case of when I remember when the whole COVID thing happened. I remember I posted something because someone shared me a video. I'm not going to say who that person was, but like they shared a video, and I thought, wow, didn't expect this. So I posted it. I didn't even say anything about it. I just literally posted it. Wasn't in it. Didn't even react to it or anything. I just posted it, and then I got a post to do with this type of thing, the whole COVID-19 this thing here. It just gave you that, and I'm like, okay, time for me to delete that. You know what I mean? Time for me to delete that. So these are the things I'm trying to say. It's like sometimes when you think you're right, you could be wrong. And I'm not saying that the information that was shared with me was wrong or right. I'm just saying I posted it, and that's what came up. Yeah. So and if we go back to the example I was given with that person in regards to the medical remedies that his grandma had when he was young. Do you know what I mean? It's like that was all within the house. And I'm not even talking about and he was talking. The thing was called food for thought or something like that. So bear that in mind. Anyway, so don't post content on YouTube includes any of the following: prevention of misinformation, treatment misinformation. So it's pretty standard, really. Harmful substances, vaccine misinformation, transmission information, treatment misinformation, harmful substances, guaranteed treatment of misinformation, harmful alternative method. But obviously, as usual, EDSA is allowed. If it's within EDSA, it's allowed. It's allowed. It's got me thinking, why did YouTube take down a lot of Dr. Sabi's content? That may be for another video. You know what I'm saying? If you know about Dr. Sabi, you know about Dr. Sabi. He was on, like, someone posted him on where is it? On Twitter as well. And someone's like, oh, these people find out about, you know what I mean? Dr. Sabi and that. I'm like, relax, man. These people know about Dr. Sabi, man. If you know, you know. It doesn't matter about age, race, gender. Like, doesn't matter, bruv. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you care about health, you know what I mean. You're gonna find your way. You will learn about Dr. Sabi one way or the other. It doesn't mean it's just strictly. You know what I mean. Let's keep it moving now. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm no doctor or anything. I'm just saying that's what I learned. All right. All right. The last one we'll get into, even though I mentioned about monetization policy, we'll get that into a completely different video. But when I get monetized, you know what I'm saying? That's when I will talk about that. Or maybe, I don't know, it depends. Anyway, by the way, my name is Verstar, aka the Alkebulan Trust, a name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. All right? Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. Now we're finally going to talk about EDSA, which is educational, documentary, scientific, and artistic content. I guess we don't really need to go through this because if you think about everything we went through, it basically was saying that we have these policies. However, if it falls within EDSA, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like to me. Context matters, basically. But let's hear what it says though. How content gets an EDSA exception. We assess whether content gets EDSA exception on a case-by-case basis. You see, this is why I'm saying it's very important that everything is in alignment. The title of the video, even if you leave in comments, again, also the description, the thumbnail, and the context of the actual video. Everything has to be in alignment. There can't be one thing that is off. It all has to be in alignment. Everything. All right. Our community guidelines aim to make YouTube safer community. Sometimes content that would otherwise violate a community guidelines may stay on YouTube when it has educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic context. In these cases, the content gets EDSA exception. This article has tips for how you can add context, more information that informs our educate viewers to ensure you educate viewers to your EDSA content. Note, adding context to your EDSA content does not guarantee that it will get EDA exception. Okay. So how? How, Sway? How? You ain't got the answers. Anyway, we assess whether content gets EDSA exception on a case-by-case basis. First, we check if there's a community guidelines violation in the content, you see. If there's a violation, we review it. If there's enough context to content to make an EDSA exception, we review what context is present and where the context is. You see why I say everything has to be in alignment? From what I'm understanding, everything. The title, the description, the thumbnail, and the context of the video. You understand? Everything has to be in perfect alignment. And obviously, when you're leaving a comment, so if you don't create content, when you're leaving a comment, again, it has to be something that is in alignment of the video. You know what I'm saying? So it pays off when you're, and it's magic because I get it. There's some comments that definitely violate community guidelines. You know what I mean? But it's like, how they get away with it, I don't know. Do they really get away with it? We really don't know unless we really see them on a regular basis. And you're like, hang on, how? Wow, those sirens are loud still. But don't be alarmed. The type of context you must include to get an EDS exception depends on what the content, what's in the content. We make most EDSA exception when content has one or more of the following: the basic facts about what's happening in the content. Identify who's in the content. Describe what content shows or when and where it takes place. Explain why certain content is present. This is really making me think, because obviously when doing reaction videos, you want to make sure you're presenting the right information as well. Example, basic facts, the condemnation, opposing views of satire. Examples, condemnation, opposing views. Okay, I read that. Examples, discouraging dangerous behavior. The above examples aren't a complete list. Again, they keep doing this. All right, so here we go. Where to add context to your EDSA content. You can add context to your video, in your video. Like I said, for example, you can add footage or text overlays. Cool. Audio, for example, you can add narration, including condemnation or countervailing point of view. Video title, what did I say before? Everything needs to be in alignment. I told you the title. And look here, video description. What did I say? That lets me, that I'm actually genuinely learning. You know what I mean? I'm genuinely learning or genuinely understanding. Because now, you know what I mean? Let's go. I'm ready. I am ready. We say it. I'm ready. Note, we may not make exceptions for the context. Oh, okay. My thing's been disconnected. It's fine. For example, where was that? We may not make EDSA exception for context that may be in comments. That's why tags, channel, description, pinned comments, or other services. The content isn't always visible to viewers. Okay, that's why. Without saying about comments, now I understand why. So that's pretty much it. Okay, red. You see red. You gotta read it. You gotta read it. Important for the content that risks the most harms. We require context in the video or audio. The video and audio are the parts of the content where viewers will most likely get the context included when the content is embedded on other websites or apps. Content where we require context in the audio or video The EDSA exception includes content-related hate speech, violent criminal organization, child safety, S&SH, and graphic violence. So that's more or less it. And then what about other types of content? The same policy and guidelines apply to videos, also apply to the same content, basically. All right, content that may not get EDSA exceptions. CSAM. Video, still imagery, or audio, violent, or SA. The act of I'm gonna say that word. Footage filmed by a perpetrator of a. You're not gonna say that. You know what I mean? All right. So basically, we get it. All those that are really genuinely harmful, genuinely. Most of these things can be harmful to a degree, depending on who you talk to. But yeah, man, that's it for this video, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'll shout you out for you watching. I thank you for supporting. You know what I mean? We got through it in the end. You know what I'm saying? We got through it. Like, listen, we got through it. So we are going to find a way to get to the next stage. And the other content is going to be uploaded, all right? So, well, it depends. But like I said, I'm talking about reaction videos. I'm going to find a way to get back to reacting to videos. But I'm going to make sure that this time it's within the community guidelines. And there ain't no way I'm getting a warning or strike on my account. Get me? There ain't no way. No way. I will find a way to work with YouTube if anything. When we talking, we saying. But anyway, shout you out for watching. I hope you're having a great new year so far. You know what I mean? Make sure you stay subscribed. More content is coming. But yeah. Oh, by the way, before I leave, catch me on my other channel, by the way, Real Versatile. I'm about to stream there in about 3-4 minutes, all right? So make sure you tune over there, all right? Anyway, yeah.